to the One Thing About Us podcast. I'm Justin.
And I'm the cocksure conquistador Alex. And joining us today is the star of the new HBO series, Daddy's Pirates, Eric. Eric, how you doing today?
I thought I was Daddy's Pirates.
No, you're the...
you told me I was Daddy's Pirates. I got proof.
You're the blood slut.
No, I'm not.
What is it? What were the names you went through?
I was Daddy's Pirates. So now you do give my title away.
Well, you know what?
First of all, you called me Daddy's Pirates and you called me the cocksure conquistador. So you don't know what you want to do.
I want to be the cocksure conquistador. And now we got Eric, who's the star of the show Daddy's Pirates. Tell us about your show, Eric.
So he gave you my title. That's rude. That makes me feel a little salty.
Well, the show, it's about a family that inherits a pirate ship, decides to sail the ocean together.
10 out of 10 would not recommend.
You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Well, welcome everybody to another week of the greatness that is us.
Well, yes. Well, yeah. We'll go with that.
Eric, how you been?
I've been good.
I've been dreaming.
A white Christmas.
Alright, so there was a story you're supposed to tell us. What was it?
What was my story?
The one that you were supposed to tell us?
Yeah.
I know nothing of it. I wanted to be
Yeah, but I
fresh
don't
coming
remember what
into
it was
this
about.
story.
I don't remember.
And scene.
Do you remember what the topic was?
We're not supposed to start this off in mass confusion.
That's exactly what it seems like.
It's fine. It'd be like that sometimes.
It does.
What was it?
Hash browns.
We're not doing this again.
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is I had a dream where a man was walking around with a box of Dunkin' Donuts, but he's handcuffed to it like a nuclear football. But he couldn't open it, so he said, "Do you want a donut?" But I had to have a key.
Why do they walk around with nuclear footballs?
No. He was walking around with the donuts.
But you said like a nuclear
Okay,
football.
so let's
What's
say
a
the
nuclear
president-
football? It's a briefcase.
Yes,
But you call it a football.
that's what they call it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I legitimately didn't know that.
You're supposed to be the know-it-all in this relationship.
I've never claimed to be a know-it-all.
You don't claim ever. No one ever
Kids,
claims to be a
kids.
know-it-all.
We're all going to get to walk the plank on Daddy's pirate ship.
Oh my God, yes.
Do it now and do it fast.
I know something. You're supposed to tell us. You started telling us a story when we said wait for the podcast, but it wasn't that.
Well, now I can't remember what it was. So if we think about it throughout the day,
I probably won't, but
was it the hit squad thing?
yes.
All right.
So this motherfucker texted me the other night, and just randomly, he was about, if we had Hit Squad, what would it be called? Like, that's... So I gave...
So, as
All right.
a hit squad, meaning like...
Like, that's what I meant. I'm like we kill people, and he responded like, we spec ops motherfuckers.
All right.
So I'm
So
trying to come up with some legit names.
Justin's names were as follows. I'm gonna have to follow it in the chain. I pay my bills. My bills are paid. All right. So gotta find this. All right. So I was just curious, because I've been playing a lot of Black Ops, Call of Duty lately, and I was thinking, if we had a name, that's the wrong text chain.
Way to go, champ.
And I was thinking to myself, what would be a cool name for a squad? So I asked Justin. He said Democor Apocalypse, Vulcan Rage, Spree Demons, and Hell Dwellers.
Which I thought were good names.
Okay, so Vulcan Rage is the one that got me going. I'm like,
Because I'm like, we're supposed to be badass mofos.
Okay.
We need some intimidating ass names. So
Now,
I'm like,
but
we
you know
got
what?
that shit.
But you know what? I decided a few names of my own. Number 1 was War Machine, which is pretty cool, but probably copyright infringement. Number 2 was the Blood Sluts, which you ain't gonna fuck with a blood slut.
Well,
And last but not least, Daddy's Pirates.
Once a month, you could fuck with the bloods.
Now,
that's
I also decided the Cockshore Conquistadors, the Power Pissers, and the Whack Quackers.
I don't think any of these would be military endorsed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're supposed to be spec ops. We're
There's
supposed to
no patch
We're
on
supposed to
there.
be badass. And I'm like, you're coming up here with childish names.
I loved the Cockshore
And
Conquistadors.
he's like, Daddy's Pirates. And I'm like, no.
Daddy's Pirates was actually one that I was leaning towards.
Who was that going to intimidate? Oh my
Right.
God, the Daddy's Pirates are coming.
You don't know. No one in this world has a pirate
They're going to come
phobia.
at me with muskets.
Yeah.
You got one shot.
And
It's your chance. Don't blow it.
Make it count.
They don't have
One
the rubber
shot,
dinghies. They
with
just
your
have
chance
like
to
a,
blow it. This opportunity comes once in your lifetime.
Mom Spaghetti.
Lose yourself in the music. In the music. Okay.
there went the
So you changed this topic around a little bit because this topic was worded different.
What?
But the first topic, because it said Batman first, originally.
Hmm.
But now, so the first topic that Alex came up with the topics for today. So the first topic he put was the greatest Joker and greatest Batman of all time. Now, admittedly, I don't know much on this topic. I know Jack Nicholson was Batman. I know
Joker.
Caesar.
Joker.
That's what I said.
Close.
You know, it happens.
I got you.
I said Jack Nicholson was the Joker. I've only seen clips of it on YouTube. I know Caesar Romano.
Hold on,
whatever.
you've never seen
No,
the 1989 Batman?
that's what I just said.
Are you?
I just
Do
said
you
that.
really?
I
Do
told-
you really?
I told you this the other day too. So
Is
I
this
guess I'm
really
surprised.
what you do? Like,
I
watch
told you
a
this the other day.
movie.
I do. I just haven't.
You gonna sit there, call
You know what?
yourself?
You have to
Together.
understand he's from a younger generation.
That has no excuse for
But
it.
anyway, like Caesar played Caesar something I can't remember.
That's not either
He
neither
played
or
a Joker.
in the 1966 series.
I know Mark Hamill did animated. Troy Baker did some animation.
Mark Hamill's the king.
Yes,
I prefer Troy Baker.
Mark Hamill's king.
That's just
Troy Baker's a sad imitation. Not really.
no. I think Troy Baker's
Very
fantastic.
talented still.
He's
but
talented, but Mark Hamill's
Mark
the
Hamill
star.
is the pinnacle of Joker.
And then I like I can't remember his name, but he was a black dude, and he voiced him in the series The Batman, and that's what I grew up with.
Giancarlo?
I don't remember his name. He's not a famous actor. I don't recognize him.
Yes, it is.
It's not Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, it is.
No, not the one I'm thinking of. It's not.
Go to the films.
I just-
Charlie, look that up for
I
us,
just
please.
watched
If
the
you
thing
could,
yesterday
Charlie.
about everyone who's played the Joker.
I'm good. You want to do what you want to do. Do what
There's
you
not
want
supposed
to
to
do.
be phones.
Yeah,
anyway.
but you know what? You need to figure out
I
what
got
your
a
life.
laptop in front of me.
Then look it up.
I will.
Charlie says he's too busy messing with the sound.
Charlie, we pay you in nickels. You imagine we paid in nickels? Couldn't do it.
Wait, you get paid?
Heath Ledger, okay.
Well, you're
Jared Leto,
I don't like Jared Leto's Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix.
God awful.
I mean, it was a really. I get that it was his rendition of it, but it did not hit home for me.
Well, that whole film was a mess.
Yeah, I was not a fan.
That whole Suicide Squad movie was the recent one was awesome,
That was. I really liked
but
it.
the last one was a mess.
What was it, Polka Dot Man? I don't know. I wanted him to live through the entire. And of course, he got.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
It's
alert!
been out long enough. If you haven't seen it, you needed to go see that shit.
Well, some people live under a rock.
But I really wanted to see him survive, and that was not what happened.
He's a superhero, and then
Instead, John Cena gets a spin-off.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
yes,
Michael Key.
no.
It's
Kevin Michael Richardson is actually a very excellent voice
He
actor.
was the one I was talking about, not Giancarlo.
Okay,
So you're over here talking about like you're right, and I was right.
but I'm okay being wrong.
I'm okay with being wrong when I'm wrong. When I'm not wrong, I'm
Yeah,
not
but
admitting
that's
it.
not
Because I wasn't
often.
wrong in that situation.
That's not often, though.
It's not my
And
Anyway,
It's not my fault. I'm not wrong often.
is it?
best Joker for you. Go.
I'm gonna have
Heath
to
Ledger.
say, he said me.
Solid.
I just feel like
He had an
interrupting.
answer ready to go.
Yeah, but Heath Ledger. Everyone says Heath Ledger. I'm gonna go Barry.
I can't give it to Barry. I've not seen enough of it.
I feel like we've seen a lot so far.
But just in the little clip in the movie and the deleted scene, there's just not enough of it.
If you want to go by Jokers, we've seen enough of.
You
Of
just
course,
said Barry to make up for your mistake in the first episode where you said we don't respect him.
Kniggleby. I'll go Heath Ledger actually. If you want to be true, his
Now,
interpretation.
are we talking exactly like in physical form, like
Not
they
just to
live
get-
action?
It just,
or?
nah, he just says greatest Joker.
You
so-
could say cartoon.
I
you
would
could
give
say.
it to Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
He just embodies the mentality.
I actually
of
agree.
it.
I love
Which
Heath
Heath
Ledger.
Ledger's by all means. I absolutely love that movie. But Mark Hamill, he just everything that he does and everything that he says screams Joker's mentality towards everything.
You know his favorite line from any Joker that he's
Mhm.
ever done? I forget what it was, which one it was, but it was like where a reporter accidentally killed the Batman or something like that, and he's saying, a life like I can't imagine my life without the Batman. Like I don't live anymore. He said because crime without the Batman, what's the punchline or something like that.
Mm.
And he says it's his favorite line ever.
It just like that shows that he just wants this constant, everlasting battle. Like it's.
And I know he talked about how people were like, because he had different laughs for the Joker,
Mm-hmm.
and he said because in his opinion the laugh was dependent on the mood the Joker was in.
Because it was his like exclamation point at the end of whatever he said.
So the only Jokers I know, really, like I said, Heath Ledger. I'm not mentioning Jared because
He still was a Joker.
yeah, barely.
It was, but it was such
Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson's a lot of people's favorite.
His was really good.
And then, like I said, a little bit of the Barry, and that's about it. I don't know, like I said, I know the animated ones, but when I think about stuff like this, my mind doesn't go to animated for some reason.
My first thought, I can hear Mark Hamill's voice as soon as you think of the Joker.
Don't forget Zach Galifianakis. The Lego Batman movie. He did a good job, but I'll say
The Lego
Emerson?
Batman movie was
Mike
funny.
Emerson played the Joker too.
I'll say
Mike Emerson's. They said it was on silent.
is it not on
Your
song?
phone was vibrating.
Wah, wah, wah.
I love Mike Emerson. He's a fantastic actor. He's also one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
Which is
Person of Interest.
Michael Emerson. Oh, now I know
He
who
was
you're
on
talking
Lost,
about.
too.
No.
He's a fantastic actor.
Okay, but he's not a Joker actor.
I didn't say he was Joker. I just said he played Joker. I didn't say he was
When
good
did he
at it.
play him?
I don't remember, but he did play Joker.
So you don't know
Because I looked it
Mark
up.
Hamill.
I looked it up because I was curious. And the Joker he played was like, it wasn't like makeup white. Like he was like a weird platinum looking white. And he wore an all
like
white
just pale.
suit.
I don't.
Mark Hamill says he loves everyone who's played the Joker. He said because he thinks everyone who's played him brought something new to the
They did.
character.
In all honesty, they really did because it was a character that could be made any which way. But I think that Mark Hamill's, being that he wasn't physically there, you didn't look like it, but he embodied how the Joker worked, like how his brain worked.
Plus the animated series. That's our childhood.
It
You
is.
That's
I grew up
basically that
watching
came
that.
out when we were younger. So
He also,
when we
he
were
also
young,
played him in 2 games, didn't he?
3, all 3 of the.
The Arkhams.
He played Arkham Asylum,
There was
City,
another game that someone else
and
played
Night,
him in.
and Arkham Origins was when Troy Baker did the voice. Mind you, he still did a good job,
Yeah.
but there's just something about Hamill that just
It just rings right. Like this is.
it feels right.
I think Mark Hamill's overrated.
How dare you?
You might as well slap a child. Is how much you just.
No.
I can't even deal with this right now. Like that's
can't.
stupid.
I feel offended.
You say stupid things. You know what? We could say Heath Ledger's overrated.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Don't. I get that you're trying to make a point, but
All
I
right,
don't you dare
so
attack that Joker either.
with Justin, it's Heath Ledger. With me and Eric, it's Mark Hamill.
But look, it's nothing against. I say Heath Ledger won just because I love that performance.
No, it's,
And I like the whole backstory to how he's probably spec ops or something like that. Like I like that.
it's so open for debate that it makes it more interesting. Yeah.
And like I said, when I think of, for some reason, I think of live action because I want to think of like the pure embodiment of the actual person doing it.
Right.
Like not just standing in a booth.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
doesn't just stand in a booth. He's acting out. He's doing the mannerisms. He's
True.
doing everything that follows.
I know what
But
you're
you're
saying.
you're acting like he just
But
doesn't.
he's
Mark
still-
Hamill puts
it's
in the
still
work.
I get that.
Mark
But,
Hamill puts in that work,
but
and
you
you're
know,
going to sit
Heath
there and
Ledger
say
came
this.
up with the own makeup himself.
Okay,
The laugh. He locked
Okay.
himself in a hotel room
because
for a month.
because Mark Hamill didn't decide to go crazy. You're going to tell me?
Heath Ledger didn't go crazy.
Here's the way that I decided it.
Heath
though.
Ledger didn't die while filming the Batman. The Batman was finished. He died filming another movie.
You watch your mouth.
He did. He didn't die.
Watch your mouth.
He didn't die.
Don't go there.
He what?
Watch your mouth. You're really gonna talk shit about the Imaginarium, Dr. Parnassus?
What?
That's the movie.
I've never seen that movie.
I have not either.
Anywho, the greatest Batman for Christian Bale, for me, without doubt, Christian Bale.
Go ahead.
It's a difficult one for me because again, I go to
Christian Bale's the only one that I really know.
It goes to that's the one that I
No,
visualize.
Kevin McConroy. What was his name?
Kevin Conroy, you
Yeah.
I
stupid
said Conroy.
motherfucker.
I said Conroy.
You
didn't I?
said Mick Conroy. What is he, a Mick Chicken?
Well, there was like an
Mick
MC.
Batman?
There was like an MC with his name. Stop touching my leg.
You pulled yours over here.
Because what made me decide for the Joker was what first popped into my head as the Joker. So not for the Batman, visually I see Christian Bale, but then I hear the voice
Of Kevin Conroy.
of Conroy. So if we were going realism, I would go Christian Bale, but if we were talking in general, I would have to go Conroy.
I'm gonna go Pattinson.
Really? It was
I
that good?
loved
I have
his.
not seen it yet.
I loved
but
his performance that much.
It was good, but like,
I feel like he's a very underrated actor because of Twilight.
Yes.
here's my thing though. I understand he's good. I just don't think we've seen enough where we can say he's the greatest.
To me, I think
Do I
he
think
is.
he has potential to become the greatest Batman? Yes.
Yeah.
But is he right now? I can't give it to him. He's
Well,
had
I
one
can't.
movie.
I cannot think of any other right now. But when I say favorite Batman, he's the first person that
Is
pops
it
into my
because it's
head.
the most recent you watched?
Nope.
Could that be it?
Mm-mm.
I didn't say it was. I just asked.
Nope. I love the suit. I love the action, and I love the voice. I loved everything about it. There's always like things that are just like different, like other Batmans that are like there's something I
Right
don't
now,
like.
He keeps getting shit on.
And how
On
what?
TikTok,
Oh yeah.
the emo.
There's
Is it
something
what?
up your ass.
No. Where they're singing like he's the emo kid, but I can't remember what song they're choosing to sing.
I couldn't tell you.
Anyway. Was it the Kevin? Yeah. But it's a Christian Bale. But I've had the most time with Christian Bale.
True.
I grew up with Christian Bale.
2005 to 2012.
So that's just mine.
It makes sense.
Greatest Batman villain?
Whew. Everyone says Joker, but I'm gonna tell you right
I
now.
love the Joker. If we're going based off just strictly movies that we've seen in movies, I'm a little biased.
I gotta go Bane on that one.
Yeah, because I love Tom Hardy.
That's such a badass.
Because the way he
movie.
plays him, to where it's like he didn't overdo anything. Like where that one scene of the guy's like, I'm in charge. And he could have aggressively grabbed him. He just gently laid his hand. Not in an intimidating manner.
Do you feel
Did it, and then he caressed his face a little bit. It's like, is he going to kill him? Is he going to kiss him?
But
He's
it's,
like, do you feel in charge?
it's just that showing of I can do whatever I want to you right
You're
now.
evil.
You can't do anything about it.
Necessary evil. What are you? I'm Gotham's working. I love it.
Okay, since we're all talking about that, we have to also throw credit to Liam Neeson's Ra's al Ghul
Yes.
Yeah, that was neat.
because he was an excellent actor in the first one, and of course Ra's al Ghul is a bit of an immortal, the demon's head. So
That was good.
that was a good. Well, Liam Neeson is actually good in everything. He's good in everything but Taken.
He's a hypocrite.
How do you not like Taken?
I cannot stand those. It's the donuts. It's the bagels.
It's the bagels.
The bagels.
He's my third one.
So, you know how I knew? Bagels.
I mean, after the first one, the other two were just the same storyline again and again.
I could get it. I understand, but I'm like
Seen them all in theaters
a
though.
lot of movies just can't do any more one and done. You can't just be
No,
one and
because
done.
the companies
your-
want a cash grab.
Your favorite movie is the same.
And I was mad about that at the time too, because I thought to myself, why do they need a John Wick 2? But then when I saw John Wick 2 in theaters, I thought to myself, I want more of this. Like, I need this movie.
And now we're having like the Continental show about the Continental Hotel. That's a spin-off TV series
Yes.
coming out.
Like a young Winston.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I wonder if
The third one got a little weird for me. Like I still liked it, but like him going to the desert and all, I'm like,
Yeah, that was a
that
little,
was a little weird. But I still enjoyed
It
it.
was
When he
almost
chopped
like
his finger off.
cultish.
We
To
need
get
you
back in,
to,
yeah.
to the high table. Yeah. Well, it's like when you're thinking about, is everyone an assassin in this world?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody.
He's running around, everyone's phone's going off, and he's just
Like
starts
people
running.
were just dropping people in the streets
Like,
left and right.
if
It's
we're in that world, are we assassins and we just don't know it? Like our phone rings, Continental $5,000.
like there's only 200 like average citizens. Everybody else is an assassin or like the homeless.
How does anyone make money? How does
a
anyone
lot of
makes
people
money?
need people killed.
Yeah, but contracts, like who's answering this contract? Huh?
Huh?
What'd you say? Go on.
Charlie, would you play that back?
Rewind. But I fucking knew you were gonna do that. Fucking. All right. Whatever, man. All right, continue
The
on.
next one he has is Charleston Old Jail. I don't know anything about it. I should have
Okay,
looked up.
so
I should have looked up, but I didn't.
it was the.
We mentioned it last time.
I got you. So it's the jail.
Charles,
Where the hell Charles go?
don't sass me. Is it Old Charleston Jail or Charleston Old Jail?
Old Charleston Jail.
Old Charleston jail.
All right, so
The old Charleston jail was originally located on a 4-acre parcel set aside for public use in 1680.
it's temporarily closed.
It's the site of a historical and I'm having a stroke apparently.
You smell burnt toast?
Yeah.
That's just the bread.
Significance in Charleston. That bread was not burnt. The other day, yes.
It was delicious.
In South Carolina, operational between 1802. I'm sorry, 1939. It held many. Oh my God!
Oh my God.
It held
my
many notable
God.
figures along with in McMaster, Union officers during the Civil War, high seas pirates, and
Daddy's
Lavana.
pirates?
Yes. How are you?
Daddy's Pirates.
The very
what
first
you
question on
say?
Google: has anyone else here experienced physical attacks by the spirits? No.
Have you ever been touched by a spirit?
I think so.
The Kevin Costner kind. Is it going to
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, I'm going to go with it.
What would the Kevin Costner's kind be?
I don't know. Where's it going to go with it? That's not what I meant to say.
Mm-mm.
You mean Patrick Swayze?
Yeah.
It's very
I think,
different.
but a very overrated actor too. He was.
Motherfucker, you
Like
doing
Roadhouse?
this shit
Roadhouse.
again. He does this every time.
Roadhouse is not a-
Roadhouse is a movie. It's a movie.
Yeah, but he's not believable.
You do this every time. Oh, the trigger's bad. Oh, this Krav Maga is horrible. Oh, he didn't even hit him. It's a movie.
I understand Krav Maga was horrible, but
You gotta. They're
I
not
know,
worried
but
about
with the budgets these
triggering.
movies have, they should be better.
There's a movie called Napoleon Dynamite in this world.
Like Roadhouse.
And you're gonna seriously
he's-
tell me?
he's a ballet dancer.
Okay.
He'd
and
have no him throwing punches and kicks were god awful.
go to the bar.
There'd be no power in him, and he's like,
Go to that bar right now
They're just-
and start some trouble. See what happens.
I would, but Patrick Swayze, without it, that way he's dead.
He
so I
would
can't.
beat the shit out of you.
Patrick Swayze would not.
In that, he
What's
ripped
that
a man's
guy's name
throat
with the
out.
mustache? that
Sam
works?
Elliott.
Thank you.
Sam Elliott would
Sam
beat the
Sam
shit out
Elliott.
of you.
And
Sam
Jeff,
Elliott
Jeff
would-
Healy?
Which one was Jeff
Girl,
Healy?
you're looking fine
Oh, the singer, the blind guy.
Ah.
He hates Roadhouse. I love Roadhouse.
He hates it?
He does not like Roadhouse.
I
It's
thought you meant the actor.
No, I
it's
love
not
him.
a bad movie. He just takes me out of it.
It's what you call though
He's like,
a movie.
I can't do it. I don't know.
He'd kick
And
you
look
right
at
in your
ripping the guy's
face.
throat and-
He would kick you
Dirty
right
dancing.
in your redheaded
That's
face.
what I'm saying. That's all I see when I watch him.
So you see him as like putting baby in a corner after
Yeah.
the bar fight. Yeah.
Put her right there. No one puts her in the
So I'm
corner.
like, come on.
Not just puts her on the
That's
pinball
like saying
machine.
that's the same exact
What
thing.
we have here is a failure to communicate.
You're sitting here talking about the same thing. Like now you can't watch Batman because Robert Pattinson was in Twilight. Now you can't watch Patrick Swayze because he was in Dirty Dancing. You're not correlating.
Robert Pattinson's a much better actor than Patrick Swayze.
Don't you? You know what?
That you're walking a fine line.
Can you
have an
stop?
established actor.
Can you stop?
Lifelong versus Twilight Vampire.
Just because you're an established actor doesn't mean you're good, Eric.
Yes, he
He's-
is.
He is good.
Have you
I think
never?
Robert Pattinson's better.
What movies have you seen with him in it?
Robert Pattinson more
List your
diverse.
movies. List your movies.
You
you've
got
seen.
me.
List your sources, man.
You got
List
me.
your
List your
sources.
movies.
But-
Next to Kin, Black Dog, Dirty
Ooh, Black
Dancing.
Dog is a good one.
I've never heard of the first two movies.
Meatloaf was a Bible spurting villain. It was weird.
I just think Robert Pattinson's better.
Raven Travis is in that too.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there. Favorite actor? Why are you gonna hit my leg like that?
Don't touch me.
Once
I'm
we get
just saying.
video, we're gonna have to get like the blow up fists for you two and just let you guys have it.
Tenet.
Tent.
Okay, but this is more recent. Go to Patrick
The Devil All the
Swayze's.
Time.
Eh.
The King.
Yeah, I didn't like him in that one.
Water for Elephants. The Lost City of Z.
Never saw either of those.
I've heard of.
I'm not watching a movie called Water for Elephants.
I think he's in like a traveling
Life.
circus. Like
Seriously?
He's been in a lot of the Harry Potter movies, but I've not seen any.
He was
of
in
those.
one.
it was 4, and I'm pretty sure that he died like immediately.
Yeah, Cedric Diggory.
Yeah.
He was in the. He just says in all.
It makes me so mad because like on TikTok they're always like the boy. They're like they always
It's
they always make
because
it
of how
extra.
overly.
And then I watched it and he's just like
it was fantastic how he acted, but everybody that tries to re-portray that scene either way overdoes it or just way undercuts
because
it.
everyone I've always seen they always overdo it. I'm like he wasn't in that. He just said boy who've come.
The
Boy Who Come.
Oh my god!
You sure you watched the
Oh my
right
God,
one?
did you get there? Who's your one?
I think I might have been on Pornhub.
Yeah. The Boy Who Come.
That's a Pornhub search.
The
The
Boy
boy who
Who
come.
Lived.
I'm coming, Voldemort.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna go off topic here for a second. Charleston Old Joe, we didn't talk about it at all.
Like, we skip right past that.
Like, what are we doing with that? What's the topic? You just have.
It was something we wanted to visit. It was something we can worry about that some other time.
Oh wait, now if we're gonna be visiting, we're gonna have to talk to spirits. Are you gonna be willing to talk to
I'll talk to him, but I ain't fucking doing
He'll talk to him, but as soon as they answer, he's like, I'm out.
I ain't gonna do like.
Would this just be a one-sided conversation?
I'm not gonna do like Elton from Overnight, where I'm like, come into my body and trick me.
Well, he never said that. He just said that I give you permission.
No, he's like, come into my body, like you can follow me home. I ain't doing that because as soon as I
look.
look
This is also on Pornhub under the Boy Who Come.
Actually, we may need to make this movie.
The Boy Who've Come.
Yeah. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Cocks.
And then,
It's just a giant like hissing.
I think it would be one. He would be asking.
Little balls just go.
What the fuck are those things?
Because here's the thing, Alex. He'd be like, show us a sign you're here. And they show you a sign. I was like, thank you. And he just leaves.
That's enough. I'm gonna go to church Sunday.
I'm like, do it again.
Like, all right.
I'll do it, but I'm gonna.
Goat.
What you need to do
Where's the fainting goat?
is you need to have like a barrier for me, so when
I'm doing things to not.
So we
let
have to
him
have a ghost-proof box. For
so
you.
when I try to leave, I can't leave. Like you stand behind me, and as soon as I back out, you're like, you ain't going nowhere, fat boy.
I'm not gonna hold you on the entire time.
And I'm sitting here, you got me gripped, and I'm like, I don't want to
All
be
right,
in
so
this.
here's what we're gonna end up having to do. We're gonna have to tie him up and put him in like a little red wagon and just drag him.
Who's
Yeah,
pulling it?
but don't leave me
I'm not.
because the first person he'll leave me.
Off-road tires.
He'll take me to like the worst part of the place where like a guy
I would
got.
leave you in there by yourself too.
Because there was one where like Ghost Adventures.
Carlson.
Ghost Adventures, like a guy got raped in the shower, and he's like, "Yeah, Aaron, you're staying in there." That he'd
remember that
he'd
one.
leave me right there.
I would too.
You're right.
Because here's the thing, though, your
With by
reaction is
yourself,
going to
no
be so much
flashlights,
better.
no flashlights, no.
I draw the line at
just
no
a
flashlights.
night vision camera, just a night vision
I
camera.
draw
on
the
you
line
with a REM pod and a spirit box.
at no flashlight.
Why? What do you need to see? Just listen.
Well, motherfucker coming up on me, I gotta need to be like flash.
Who else is going to be? What is the flashlight going to do? It's not a lightsaber.
I'm not getting touched. If something taps me on the shoulder and I turn around, none of y'all are standing there. I swear to
He's in
God,
the room by itself, just sneak up like.
no, because I'll freak out. I'll throw something and I don't. And like you, what happened that one time? You're like, if I get a ghost, I'd shoot it and be like, it ain't going nowhere, but I'm gonna try.
You right?
I'm gonna unload that clip. That ghost is
Save
like,
that last bullet to shoot me in the kneecap. I might not be able to outrun
He's
him.
right though. I would leave him. I'd leave him. And here's the thing: it wouldn't always be out of like malicious intent, like haha, fuck you. It'd be like, I'm tired of pulling you. Just go stay.
I'm tired of pulling you in the wagon. You just gotta have to sit here, man.
the one. I wouldn't mind it.
You come back. He's like tipped over.
Like a raccoon scratching at his face or some shit.
You shaking.
Because of this thing.
Spewing pea soup everywhere.
Like the places like the I can't think of how to
Basilica
fucking say it.
House.
Is that how you say it though?
Basilica, yes.
Basilica, like you go there and the like people are murdered, or the one I want to go to but not stay overnight. I will not stay overnight at the Hinter Kaifek.
Yeah, you will.
No, I will not.
Mhm.
I don't even think that's still there.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
I think so.
That
So you
one.
want to go visit these haunted places but not stay in
You
them
gotta stay
long enough to
overnight. That's the
investigate?
no.
But there ain't no point in
You gotta stay the whole night.
because I
to
say
investigate.
that, but then I get nervous. Like I feel like I see something out of the corner of my house, and I don't.
Like we get there at 6 o'clock and we don't leave the next morning until like 5 a.m. We investigate the entire time.
Okay, but I'm not gonna sleep.
Like sundown to sun up.
I don't know. The way you
Alright.
be falling asleep, you might.
I don't fall asleep like that.
If I'll just have like Alex here, sit here, listen to the obulus, and tell me what you see. I come back, he's over there.
Got the table set up with computer screens, watching all of our cameras. Alex, did you catch that? Alex, did you catch that? Over. Go back.
Did you catch anything? Oh no.
Some Z's.
Yeah.
No, it'd be funny if you fall asleep and he hears one of us talking, and he's like, huh, wakes up, and none of us are there, or it's like
Oh.
a ghost just standing there staring at him like.
Just on the camera, he blinks, it gets closer, and then it gets closer. And that's when we go back to control center. It's just a pile of shit on the ground and footprints.
Don't say control center on me.
A base command.
Basically.
Work.
I can't think of what they called it. Master control. Call it master control.
That's what we'd call it.
You see someone,
Base camp.
You talking about the boy who comes again?
boy who comes.
The boy who comes came too quick.
I think I might title that the episode.
The boy who comes.
Like Voldemort.
But leave, not put comes just because that might be, copyrighted or not copyrighted, but
Fucking Voldemort's like, I got you.
in trouble. Like, oh no, because I post it on YouTube now, so YouTube might be like,
How did you
supposed to say-
spell it? COMES.
maybe. I was
Yeah, put COMES.
I was gonna put the boy who ...
Yeah.
But then that might be a whole thing. I think it would work. The
Anywho.
boy who came comes again.
And
I love how we come up with the names when we're just spitballing.
It's always like halfway through.
that one, like the hammer last time. I was like, that's the name of the episode.
well, the episode's still young, so we might have more.
But I think the boy who comes actually is the perfect title for the episode.
So,
Oh my
who's your
God.
favorite actor of all time?
Favorite actor of all
Yeah.
time?
I don't have one.
I don't think I do either.
Mine's entirely dependent on the type of movie I'm watching.
Because I love Keanu Reeves, but in other movies he's not that great.
And John Wick, he's good because John Wick, you don't really have to act.
You don't really have to act.
Yeah, actually, yeah, really.
Here's my thing, but it's not like dialogue intensive for him.
But in the parts he has to act, he acts well.
Because
The thing is, he can actually do 90% of the shit that he's doing in the movie.
that's what I mean. Like I'm talking about acting as far as like emotion. Like he ain't Denzel is what I'm getting at.
No.
You ain't act.
No.
Denzel acting.
Bill and Ted does not go with Man on Fire. It
Fences.
just doesn't.
Cause I was watching like there was a Hollywood acting coach rating like death scenes, and like one of his favorite for realism was Denzel in the Book of Eli, where he gets shot because he said you can see Denzel's internal battle, like he's like am I dying? He looked that confused look or whatever. Another one he didn't like the Bane, the woman who died in Bane, because it said she couldn't determine. She's over there like he's like, do you want to say something? You don't want to say something? And she just says, like,
Marion the Dead.
I had a teacher.
Marion Cotillard.
I had a teacher. He said, in his opinion, the most realistic death scene. I think it was a movie called Life. It had Michael Keaton in it or something like that. I can't remember, but just the way he died. I don't know. We won't get into that.
No.
So the next topic is
Favorite actor. I still can't think. I know. Let me see.
There's so many actors. There's so much.
Life was a Jake Gyllenhaal movie, so it's definitely not that movie.
Talking about the one where they're in space.
That's not the movie I was thinking of.
Huh.
This is what I needed. Jamie, look that up.
How'd I go from Jamie to Charlie? Did we fire Charlie?
Charlie's nowhere ever to be found.
No call, no show.
I think he went to get coffee. No call, no show. Call his agency.
My Life.
Because like Christian Bale, he's an excellent actor. He's one of those. He's top tier.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, it's My Life. He said that his death scene in My Life was the most accurate you've seen.
Not seen that.
I'll just show you. Anyway, the next topic is an in-depth review of forgotten Marvel films, the Blade Trilogy.
I'm happy you asked. So, Marvel, of course, now we think of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as what we have now, as you know, the big Captain America, the Iron Man movies. But I want to go back and I want to really look in depth at old school Marvel films, and I want to start off with Blade. Wesley Snipes. Blade
You had to think
Trilogy.
of his name for a second.
No, because he was looking funny.
I was looking at you.
So the
'Cause
original.
You know I have like a love affair with
Let's. Can you let
Like,
me?
you've seen the Blade movies, correct?
Yeah, all three of them.
All of them right
I-
there. So
Because I got mad when they announced a new Blade. I'm like, the actor, he's a fantastic actor, but I'm like,
Yeah.
my Blade, what's his name?
So if you think about it,
Who was it? There was
Blade has paved the way for the Marvel movies when it was first
There was a
released.
Really did.
There was a topic. Sorry. There was a top. I was going back on my love for Blade. What was it? They said who would win, Blade versus Captain America?
Captain America.
I'm like, Blade
Blade.
would wipe the floor with Captain America. That's what I'm saying. And Garrett, our friend Garrett was like, yeah, but Captain America can wield Thor's hammer. I'm like, yeah, but no one said Thor's hammer was there.
No.
Yeah, but no one said it wasn't there.
We're just talking about Captain America. Just pure Captain America with his shield. Blade wallops him. in my opinion.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but anyway, you can go ahead.
So basically, in 1998, we were given the first glimpse of the Marvel film Blade with Wesley Snipes. Now, while the reviews for that movie weren't the best, it is one of my all-time favorite movies, and of course, it's one of Justin's all-time favorite movies. Yeah.
No, we'll go with it.
Anytime that movie is on, I can watch it.
It's one of the best action movies of the late 90s. And of course, we also have the 2002 Blade 2, and then of course the 2004 Blade Trinity. But the less said about Blade Trinity, the better. But actually, I want to look at the first film of Blade. My thoughts are, it's an excellent action film. The story is good. Wesley Snipes gives an epic performance, and the action and the bloodshed is just perfect. What do you think of the first one? Talk about it.
It's beautiful. I don't like when people go on these like long tirades and talk about how awesome the movie is, and then like go to you and I'm like, it's good.
Oh, you made me snort.
One thing about us.
You made me snort.
One thing about us. One thing about Justin is sometimes I'm a talkative bitch. But sometimes there's topics I'm just like,
Okay.
Well, then you love Blade. What about
I do
you?
love Blade.
It was a very good movie. It's a very good set of movies. Like,
Okay, now we go to Blade 2. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Baby Bear. Go ahead.
This was...
Go ahead.
What is it with you and intern people's belly buttons?
Life weird sometimes.
Sometimes it be like that, though.
Interesting.
For y'all who don't know, Alex just shoved his middle finger up inside of his belly button and then smelt it. And said, interesting.
It's clean, though.
When you say interesting, that makes me believe there's
I feel like you found something that wasn't there before, and you're like,
it makes me believe there's like a very particular smell you found. Because you're like, interesting, that's not supposed to be there.
That's not what I remember from last time.
All right, I cut you off. What'd you think?
No, that's... Don't touch me with that hand.
All in all Blades are good movies.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Blade Trinity is not a good
You
movie.
didn't like the third one?
Blade Trinity is a garbage movie.
Okay, so out of every 3 movies, one of them's going to be kind of shitty, but
No.
that being the least ranked.
None of the Captain America movies were shitty.
None of
the Iron Man movies are
None of the
shitty.
Lord of the Rings.
None of the John Wick movies
I
are
give you
shitty.
that one. I could watch any of the Lord of the Rings at any time, and I'd be completely content with it.
Oh my God.
Extended edition.
Nerd alert.
I love them so much. Yes.
Every time I watch it, I learn something new, or I see something new.
Although I was watching it the other day. I was watching
Which one, the Hobbit series or Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings. I was watching a clip from it, the Battle of Rohan, and he's giving that epic speech, and then someone put like a passage of the book down there or whatever like that. But I was watching it, I'm like, it gets me so fired up. And then I got to think about all the other movies where there's big battles, and the guy gives like big speeches, and I was like, I bet the people at the back are like, what the fuck he's saying?
There was
That's like in Braveheart.
actually 2 things.
Because they won't be able to hear him.
No.
Like the king. He gave that epic, you are England! But the people in the back of the power were like, what the fuck is he saying?
Or in Braveheart, they can take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom. Wait, what are they taking? What are we taking?
Just to Family Guy. And don't forget about the
Yeah,
taxes.
like the people in the front of the battle, they're all like, yeah, let's do this. But the people in the back, they're like,
I'm sure you
What's being
that
said?
you like them. Like you've heard that the people that are in the front lines on the horses for that battle, the director made sure that they had actually read the books before they even interviewed to be in the movie, to make sure that they understood how intense this scene really was.
You know what bothers me though? If you really think about it, like Viggo Mortensen, he's one of those guys.
Fantastic.
If he goes into that role, he will give.
fantastic actor in
He
general.
is.
Yes,
Everything he's in.
he will give
He
every.
speaks 9 languages.
That's amazing.
I'm sorry.
The dude is amazing. Like 9
He is
languages?
amazing, but the thing about it is when he's one of those actors, he goes 100%. He'll read the books, he will act it out, but then you'll see something like, okay, this is completely different. But
If
this
you
is
find a single flaw in Lord of the Rings, I really want to know where his portrayal.
no. There's no flaw for him. What I'm saying is it bothers me like certain actors, like the newest Halo, Pablo Schreiber.
Mm-hmm.
Never played Halo. Never thought about it. He just got the script. He's doing it.
Well, they
you're
came out
get-
and said they didn't take any inspiration from the games.
But what's the point of the show if you're not going to take
people love
inspiration from the
Halo.
games?
People love
Well,
Halo.
here's the thing that
Like if you're going to go to let's say they make an Assassin's Creed
Pablo,
movie.
you're a fantastic actor, by the way.
Yes, you
Like
are.
Den of Thieves, you were magnificent.
Well, okay. American Gods.
Was he not good in Den
Orange
of
is
Thieves?
the New Black. He was one of the bad part. Gerard Butler was the MVP of
going
that
back
movie.
onto the Halo though, like you're taking something that so many people love, and if you try to reportray exactly what they think, you're going to get it wrong.
So
99% of the time.
what's the thing about that? If I'm going to go to an Assassin's Creed movie, I'm going to see Ezio. I'm not going to see some made up fucking character.
No, but it would still be.
I thought you meant
don't
if you were
think,
in Assassin's Creed. I'm like, you'd definitely be a Templar looking like that.
Yeah. Get like the Pope outfit going on.
Yeah,
You'd
you'd
be
be
a
one of the
cardinal.
Cardinals or something.
And you'd be right beside me.
Oh, 110%.
Right beside me,
110%.
hold my staff. I got
I'm
you.
like, my only thing is I want Ezio himself to kill me. I don't want some rent-a-cop.
But they're not going to go through and like, all right, we're going to make a movie of the storyline for Assassin's Creed 2 because you're not going to get it right. You're going to piss enough people off that it's going to do terribly.
So what's the point of adapting a book
Sometimes I hate watching movies with my mom for that matter.
and you
'cause-
don't adapt? Like, okay,
You pull major points out,
'Cause, like,
but you have to make it your own.
Bothers
Otherwise, you're going to be wrong.
Because like when I'm watching a movie with my mother and she's read the books, the only thing I hear the entire time I'm
That's
watching
not
the
the
movie,
same as in
that's
the
not the
book.
same in the book. Well, in the book, this happened. I'm like, okay, mom, I don't care.
That's the same with my wife.
that's like Harry Potter.
Anything that happened in this is not the same as the book. It was like, but I'm watching the movie.
That's the thing about it. People are like, oh, that the Harry Potter books. Oh, that wasn't in the book. You're taking a book. If you put it word for word on screen, would be an 8-hour movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not gonna put the main parts. You take out what you don't need and you put it in there. Now, Lord of the Rings, he had that epic to where he is able to do it. Where those movies are as good as you get.
Yeah.
I had to tell Alex that Aragorn was 80 years old.
I didn't believe it.
You didn't know he lives to be like 200 something, does he not?
Because he's not he's
Dunedain.
human, but he's not human.
He's Dunedain.
Just like people think they're like Gandalf's a wizard. I'm like, Gandalf is so much more than
Gandalf. Oh my gosh, that whole bit. Can we go into that for just a second? Gandalf.
He's like a mirror. Ain't that what it's called? Myra.
That's it.
He's older than Middle Earth.
He was created literally to prevent Sauron later on. Like the whole. Did you know this? Like this whole bit, really?
I did actually because he told me.
It's insane though, because if you rewatch the movies and you picture him like that, like he is basically a demigod.
Yes.
And if you picture him as such in these movies, you're like, holy shit, the stuff that he could do. But he primarily focuses on just shifting things around for the future of use.
Okay, so what is Saruman then?
Saruman is the same thing.
What about
They were all born of the main god to prevent Sauron from taking over.
So this is my true question: was Sauron at one point human?
Sauron was elf.
Seriously?
He was an elf. He was taken over. I forget exactly how it happened, but he went dark by what's the guy's name? Morgul?
I think so.
I forget there's like an evil god that trained him. There's like so much backstory to it that it's crazy. Like Shelob the spider was actually like the child of this Morgoth. That was the name.
Yes.
Morgoth.
Yes.
She was the child of this huge like spider that was used to eat the life tree for the elves. Like it sucked the life out of the elves.
So in the Hobbit movie, when in the Desolation of Smaug, when they went to that spider forest, was that Shelob's children, or was Shelob yet not born?
In that
in
one,
that time.
exactly, I'm not 100% sure. I can't tell if it's Shelob's spawn or if it's like other brothers and sisters. But
That would terrify me because I hate spiders.
I wish they went more into like Tom Bombadil and shit like that.
that would have been interesting. They ought to make like a mini series along with the new one that's coming out.
That's why, you know what? It's like this nowadays. It's so crazy how much backstory things have. You ever think about that?
But it makes you want to delve deeper each time.
It's like that's why you love read comics or anything like that. It's just so much.
But and then if you on top
that
of
could
that,
just.
if you really look at it, like this was all inside 99% of it, because I know some stuff is inferred and some is built by us now, but it's all inside somebody's head. Like somebody came up with this entire world. I can't get it.
Tolkien was a genius.
Yes, he was.
He was. He truly was.
Take your pills.
I did. Now I'm happy again. Anywho.
Is there something we need to talk about?
Blue Chew.
Oh, Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Wife's keeping you up at night? Stay up with her with Blue Chew.
Blue Chew and some hash browns. Token was a genius.
I forget where I was going with what I was saying though there.
It's just like the backstory for everything. That's why it's like the best time to be a nerd.
It really is.
We are living in like nerd central, and
Like,
I love it.
can't wait for the Lord of the Rings TV show, but at the same time, I'm like, don't fuck this up. Amazon.
If they fuck it up, I'm gonna be
The amount of money they put into it, they can't
It's the most
afford.
expensive TV show ever.
That's the thing though, is that
To
all that
fuck
money
up.
that they're pouring into it, you better make it fucking worth the while.
It's
Yeah,
well
you
over
can,
$1 billion.
You cannot afford to fuck up this.
That will, if that bombs, you will lose every bit of it.
Jeff Bezos, like I'm shutting down 6 factories.
He can't. He just because he just bought a $500 million yacht. So I'm like, come on, bro. He did. People are mad at him.
Well, doesn't he not own Amazon anymore? Didn't you tell me that he
He's
doesn't?
still he's like he's not the acting CEO anymore. Like he retired from all that.
He started Amazon though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, who would have thought it'd get into the thing it is now? Because everything, shopping, how much stuff from Amazon do
And I
you?
think the richest woman in the world's his ex-wife, and all she did was suck dick and get a divorce.
We don't know that she did
Pro
that.
tip.
Yeah.
If you meet a man with a good idea, suck his dick, and there you go.
You got any good ideas?
So, I got a handful.
I think we should do a separate episode on Lord of the Rings.
I'm gonna do like Lord of the Rings special.
Yeah. Or we just talk Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
I would be delighted to do that.
Well, we'll set that up. You down?
Cut me out.
No.
Wait, why?
I'm joking. God.
We know.
I like World of the Rings, but I'm not gonna. You guys.
Once you start digging into it, it gets so interesting, though. It really is.
Because my love for it, I've always loved it, but my love has been reinvigorated because of a YouTube channel called M Deep Geek.
I have to look into this.
He's fucking. He talks about it, like he's got videos on who is the Valar. He's got a video where he talks about Morgoth and like his whole like who he was, what happened. Like he breaks things, like he breaks it down more than just the books. Like there's like a bunch of like little short stories that Tolkien released too, and he dives into all those and he pulls things from everywhere. But he also breaks down The Witcher and stuff like that.
Oh, like all sorts of things.
Yeah, but his biggest thing is like he's got like almost 200 episodes on Lord of the Rings.
That'd be insane. I'm gonna have to watch those now.
Yeah.
Should be intense. Yeah. Do you have a favorite character from the series, Alex? I already know mine.
I'm gonna have to say probably Aragorn. I'd have to say Aragorn.
So I'm going to throw out the generic Lord of the Rings fact. Did you know when he kicked that helmet after they were trying to find the hobbits?
He broke his toes.
His toes.
Yeah. So that was real pain.
Did you
He felt
know
when he did
that
that.
when they were getting attacked by the Uruk-hai in the forest, and I think it was like the captain or something had that throwing knife and whipped it at him, he actually hit that with his sword. Like, that was the whole scene. They actually whipped the throwing knife at him, and he had to bat it away.
I think it was an accident though.
Mm-mm. No, he wanted to do it for real.
Cause that sounds like you go
Right.
But I'd heard that it was supposed to be at him, but not directly at his face.
Yeah, it would have hit him if he didn't catch it. Like he baseball swung that shit. That's why it's so intense.
Because like I was watching, Josh Gad has a podcast. I forgot the name of it is, but he brought like all the people from like the Lord of the Rings, and then when Sir Ian joined as Gandalf, and he started speaking, I cried. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just anything from. Oh my gosh.
Actually, maybe
He
Ian
came back
McKellen.
and he's like, and then he's like, a wizard's never let a tear rise precisely when he means to. I'm like, yes, he does.
Ian McKellen is probably Sir.
Yes,
Ian
sir.
McKellen is,
Sir.
from that to Magneto, the man knows how to act.
That is true.
Imagine if he wasn't Gandalf. What if they got Patrick Stewart?
I don't think it would have been this. I can't do it.
I don't think that would have been good.
Just imagining weird actors in different roles.
Toby Maguire.
Who's your favorite?
Toby
character?
Maguire is
Gimli.
Aragorn.
Yeah,
I absolutely love Gimli.
that's my favorite one too.
Because he gets so pissed at Legolas.
Can't see anything. What's happening?
Should I get you a box? Or would you like me to just describe it to you?
Come on. I'm gonna need you to toss
That
me.
only counts as one.
I'm gonna need you to toss me.
So what?
But never talk about it again.
Don't tell the elf.
I'll never hear the end of it.
That
Yeah,
act.
because he'll kill him. He's like 26, and he's like 28. And he's like,
Yeah, it's like,
But
16,
when he
17, I'm on like 42.
when he killed that elephant or something like that, he's like, that
yeah.
only counts as one.
That still only counts as one. Because he Flintstone down the trunk right in front of him. That still only counts as one.
I remember seeing that movie in theaters in 2003.
so...
I legitly the whole time especially when he ran out, and all the dead came after him. I was like, this is
and to
something
think,
special.
do you know why he wasn't in The Hobbits? Well, the actor won because
Which
the
one?
actor's old. Gimli.
Gimli?
Because he was a child still at that point.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you read, he was in his 20s or 30s, and they're like, but for
That's
dwarves,
young.
that's child.
Yeah.
For us, we're like, damn.
Yeah.
Because like in the time of, in the Fellowship, he's like 50 something, 60 somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like young. Like, he's a young man.
Yeah.
But we're like,
he went. What was?
Because he was one of the only. I think he's the only one that was able to go with the elves.
Yeah.
Because Legolas took him.
If you imagine
he
like
took,
now,
on the boats to the Undying Lands. Yeah, he was the only one that was allowed to go.
now at 50, we can. That's like you're looking down the end of the barrel at 50, and there you're like,
Staring down.
I'm a young man
Yeah.
looking at the time of my life.
Next topic. Michael Bay and the nonsense explosions.
Nonsense.
That's all you, man.
All right.
I was even telling Justin, like, I can't think of any other movies that Michael Bay has done, even though I know he's done many. But then Transformers is the only one I can think
Bad Boys 1 and 2, the 5 Transformers
13
movies.
hours.
13 hours. Yes.
That's a fantastic movie. Don't you sit over there and roll your eyes and get like that.
Okay, it's not a fantastic movie.
Yes, it is.
Okay, it's an opinion. 6 Underground. Watch your
It's a
mouth.
fantastic movie.
You know why he likes 6 Underground? Because Dave Franco dies in the beginning.
That's my favorite part of the whole movie. Because I don't like
Just
it.
don't like him.
The whole movie, we're watching this and like, come on, Michael. Like, have some couth.
I don't think that bothered me about that movie is they didn't go into Ryan Reynolds' background. They didn't go, like, he was a billionaire. I'm like, I get that. But there's like a scene where, like, there's like 2 or 3 guys around him with guns and he just takes them out like nothing. And the guy's like, where did you learn that? Like, you're a billionaire, like, tech guy.
It's one of those movies you should watch it at one point. Just make some time
It's
to
a
watch
fun movie.
it. It is fun. 13 Hours is very good. Transformers gets...
They lost me after the first one.
I like the first one. The other ones are nonsense. Like,
Megan Fox.
The last night made no sense to me.
I've not seen, I said, is that the one with Mark Wahlberg?
The last 2 of the ones from Mark Wahlberg.
I've not seen any of the ones with Mark Wahlberg.
Well, they're crazy. Nonsensical.
Because they recast Megan Fox, too.
They didn't recast her. They just cut her out completely.
Oh, so there was a new girlfriend he was
New
saying
character
thing?
completely.
How the hell is he
And
doing
then they made a
She
scene...
left because the robots are crazy.
And then they made a scene that they shit talked her, and it's like, it's not really the
That's
kind
not
of
cool.
no.
It'd be like that sometimes.
But the last
Now
one,
she's too busy drinking blood and shit with Machine Gun Kelly. So
but the last one where they're like Transformers were in Arthurian times and Merlin. That's the reason he was magic, is because of them. It got too weird.
That's too much.
It got too weird because Merlin literally was a drunk, and he goes and gets these Transformers, and they give him like that staff, so that's why people think he's magic. I'm like, I don't like this.
I saw a scene that really bothered me, and it's like a Transformer swung on Mark Wahlberg, and Mark Wahlberg stopped it just because he had the sword.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Completely
you're not stopping that.
Completely stops it, and it
Yeah,
makes
the big
no
ass Transformer. And the
sense.
Transformer's like, with his
And then Bumblebee?
humongous sword, and Mark Wahlberg is like, and
Okay.
blocks it, and doesn't. It's not like, He's like, I'm like,
They
I
have.
understand that might be a magical sword, but there's still a force of impact.
Let me explain this to you because this is going to confuse me. This confused me. So in the last night, Anthony Hopkins was in it, which Academy Award-winning actor Anthony Hopkins should not be in a Transformers movie.
I feel like that's a step down for him.
But he won the Academy Award after Transformers, so his career didn't suffer. Now, we all know Bumblebee, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, the Camaro, yellow one, right?
Yes, I haven't seen the movie.
Okay, so in the last night, he made it seem like Bumblebee had no memories, and he was around during Nazi times, fighting with the Allies during the war, which makes no sense. But in the movie Bumblebee, which is set in like either the 80s or the 90s, he had first come to Earth. So they're contradicting each other, and they're supposed to be involved in the same universes.
I didn't think. I thought the one because John Cena's in that one. Ain't he?
Yes.
I thought that was a completely different thing.
No, he looks the same. If you look at the movie, he looks like he does in the Transformers movie. It makes no sense for continuity. Movies, I don't mind movies spinning off or getting crazy, but follow the continuity.
Right, make it all applicable to where you can mesh this all.
And you know what?
Universe.
I have a little bone to pick with people, the parent-teacher conferences. I'm going to explain something. You understand, parental controls are there for a reason. All right? So you're telling me shows like The Punisher, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, 5 good shows. They put them on Disney Plus, and y'all want to complain? That's what parental controls are for.
So essentially, what you're saying is parent your own damn kids.
Yes.
Yeah, because a lot of people were mad that they put The Punisher on Disney Plus.
And they're like, oh, they didn't take any scenes out. I was like, good.
They're like that's ruining Disney's family-friendly thing. And then there was even another one where someone said, next thing you know, they're going to be having strip teases at Disney World. I'm like, I'd be okay with that.
Damn.
Mickey Mouse is a hoe.
Like Epcot, like a certain.
Why would you not go after Minnie instead of Mickey?
And you want to talk about me?
Mickey's mouse hole. That's
Mickey's a hoe.
Oh,
doors.
But I just want to say, that's why we have parental controls. You're not. All right, continue on, because now I'm just getting
I
mad.
think you went to the Parent-Teacher Association.
Because
for
they're
this,
not.
though.
Makes no sense. They're like, it kind of upsets me that Disney's no longer for kids. Yeah, that's why when they prefaced, when you open the thing, said you want to put a code on there that says if your kid can watch a certain thing.
That's why there's different profiles.
I have a pin on mine. Like when you go on Google on Disney, it gives you like which profile you want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
When you click on mine, you have to enter a pin, and that's because my mother keeps watching shows on my Disney Plus account. So I got things popping up like The Little Mermaid and Noelle. I ain't watching that shit, okay? Use your own account.
She's gonna be like, no.
I made you Groku.
Groku?
Yeah, she's Grogu.
Grogu. Grogu. You said Goku and Grogu. Grogu.
Super
Baby
Saiyan.
Yoda.
A lot of people don't like that name.
Yeah, we like that sometimes.
I mean, makes no sense. The name's the name.
Name is the name. Except when he's a Super Saiyan.
You never answered my text from last night when I said, get this kid a Happy Meal. How are you not going to
I didn't
respond to that?
understand this. I just chose not to.
I was watching that Adam Sandler movie, Big Daddy. So will somebody get the kid a Happy Meal?
Breakfast ends at 11 o'clock. What do you mean breakfast
Would you
ends?
rather have
10:30.
the ability to
Was
see?
it 10:30 on there?
Yep.
Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
Here's the question. Am I going to live long enough to see the 150 years
Nope.
future? What the hell's the point of that?
But why would you want to see just 10 minutes?
Because then you could keep yourself from dying in an instant.
But what if it's like a one-time ordeal?
What do you mean? Like one time I can see...
So
You
one time
nasty
would you...
motherfucker.
No.
Okay, I thought you were just
No.
farting.
I thought you...
Because I looked over
Man,
and the
I'm
way you
getting up.
and the way you're just looking at me.
That was
You
my...
see the face
I was
strain
ma-
and just...
I was making my farting face, but I was feeling them on the couch.
But yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes ain't gonna be no.
You're telling me-
Because I'd rather see like if I have kids, I'd rather see like what my kids' kids, what they're gonna be. Because I
I wouldn't give a shit at that
Because
point.
I do. Because the way the world's going, I'd love to know what it's gonna look like. In a
Why?
month.
What if
if
it
the
only?
world's
What
even
if,
still here?
what if it only sees from your perspective and all you see is nothing?
You just see dirt.
Yeah,
be funny, though.
you just see darkness and like, well, shit.
Hello, darkness,
Because you're gonna tell me you can only see 10 minutes into the future one time. What's the point?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't.
Okay, if
specify.
it's a one-time shot, then I would go with the 150 years.
If
just
it's like
out of
all the
curiosity.
time, because I can see how a conversation goes. Like, oh, is
I
something
mean, you
gonna...
really could play off that 10 minutes, though. You go to, like, right before the lottery numbers are picked, and
you have to be hustling though.
you gotta play some shit off. How do you know you have this power at that point? Do you just, like, Raven out of nowhere and just...
That's what I'm saying.
I'd start guessing. I'd put like bets on people.
Sorry. My legs are long. I'm trying to stretch them.
I
But
do
both
like-
of y'all are taking up my room.
I'd make bets on. I'd fuck with him all the time because I'll be like, I can tell you what's right and what's wrong. Because he'd just be like, how
After
you
a
keep
while,
doing
I wouldn't get mad anymore. I'd just be like, you start letting me know some shit. Like,
Fill me in on this. Alright, so I'm gonna go over and hit on this girl at the bar. Does it work out?
No.
Damn. Alright, next.
Cumberland
Hold on.
Farms.
What about this one?
How would I get your number?
She is into satanic rituals.
I feel like
I
Eric's still
can
good
pass
too.
by that, yeah.
Okay.
I can look
Because
past that.
Satanic. It's
Where's the
not-
line?
Satanic.
Satanic.
You
like,
said Santanic, like
whatever.
Santana.
Santana he was a fantastic guitar player.
Yes, he is.
But
Yes, he is.
He also delivers all the presents to the kids.
a lot of people think there was this misunderstood though, because like all that,
That's comedy for you.
like
That's
all that,
comedy.
people like think it's devil worshiping them. It's really not. If you look into it.
Satanism?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Would you rather have telekinesis or telepath?
Ooh.
I don't know
I
because
would go telekinesis.
I go telekinesis because
I'd rather read people's minds.
if you had one bad thought about me, it'd fuck my day up.
You just dwell in it like
I
you
would
just
dwell.
like the way that my armpit smells.
If you came up to me,
Or anyone, or like me in particular.
no, everybody.
That wouldn't bother me.
No, because like let's say Eric's sitting here, and he's like, "Man, that was a really stupid decision." But he's like, "No, that was a good idea," and I'm like, "I don't know what you fucking thought, bitch." Or if my wife will say something to me, and I'm just like, she's like, "You're an
That would
idiot."
just make your anxiety shoot.
That's
through
what I'm
the roof.
saying. Like I wouldn't do
Like,
it.
why would you?
I'll just have a piece of wood hit you in the head. Like, I do some stuff
You know
though.
what? Telekinesis. Because when we started doing overnight videos, I would fuck with you so hard.
But I know it'd be you and your telekinesis.
No, I'm gonna tell you I have telekinesis.
Yes, you would, because there ain't no way you're not gonna tell anybody you
I
got
can already-
telekinesis.
Get over here, dude! Get over here! Why? I can throw shit with my mind.
Because there ain't no way. That's like something you ain't gonna hide from anybody. You're gonna
No,
be
I'd
excited
like
as
smack
fuck.
your ass, and you'd be like, "What?" You look around, no one's down there,
Let's say
and you look in the distance, you see me.
I imagine it going like you get the power, you start messing with it a little bit, and something happens to government knows about you, and then they have like the whole like Men in Black kind of deal come through and get you, and
Well, if it's the Men in Black from Will Smith, he's just gonna smack you and walk away. But I'd be doing it.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
But the problem is, why you don't mute it every other time? Why would you mute it now?
Listeners,
I would do it for some lazy shit though. Oh damn, the remote's over there.
I think everyone would.
I think
But that's the
everybody's
thing, though,
tried.
Is you get too lazy with it.
Because
Like
still to this day, if I drop like a pen, I'll look at it for a little bit, like.
I'm like, is this the day this is gonna work?
Because I used to do it so bad in school where people would see, they'd either just hand me my pen or give me one. I'm like,
I'd rob
I
people.
had this buddy of mine, and he told me, he's like, what if it charges for like your entire life, and then at the very end you're able to use it once, but if you use it part way through for any reason, like getting the remote or something, it just doesn't work the rest of your life. That's why we don't have superpowers.
Well, shit. I'd rob people. I'd pop their wallets out of their thing and have it come to me. Oh, this guy's got a Diners Club card.
I wouldn't go. I'd go for the banks. The
What do you-
Brinks trucks.
Imagine that
How
being
strong-
like in the Brinks truck. And
But
then-
how strong of a telekinesis do you have? Can you like rip a volt off its hinges, or can you just like
I
break
feel like
little
you would
things
have to
too?
like weight train with it.
Like,
Like,
I
you can see like
want
dumbbells going.
Magneto level mind. Like Magneto
Oh, yeah.
is metal, but I'd rather be able to do the shit that he does.
Can you imagine pulling the iron out of somebody's blood to use it as? Oh my gosh.
Or like the Dark Phoenix movie, which is a god awful movie,
Hmm.
but Michael Fassbender was the best part of that movie. Like they're on the train, he's just like
Herp,
as he's walking
herp,
away.
herp. That's the sound of a train. Herp.
That's the
Would
sound
you-
of a train collapsing.
Would you rather
on
team
itself.
up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel. Go ahead, Justin. Why would you team up with Wonder Woman?
What? Do you want Wonder Woman?
What's your issue with
the-
Captain Marvel, Justin? Let's talk about it.
Is it that she has a mohawk?
Nope.
I'd go with Captain
What's
Marvel.
your issue with Brie Larson?
I don't like Brie Larson.
I,
She's too crazy. She's too liberal, too like men hating. Like she flat out said her movie. She's like middle-aged men. I don't want you to come watch my movie because it's not meant for you. I'm like, all right.
yeah, okay.
She just goes too hard into the paint with stuff like that. I'm like, all right.
But as far as the character of
And some of the
Captain
other
Marvel,
cast members, I don't know. I don't even know if the other cast like her. Because like you'll watch interviews with them, and there's like a forced strain. Like there was one she did with Don Cheadle, and she went to go tap Don Cheadle. Was like, I told you don't touch me. I said don't touch me.
Did he
And
really?
he looked legitimately annoyed. And Thor's like poking fun. He's like, I'm a strong man. She's like, I'm strong. He's like, but you're not. But okay. But I just feel like none of them like her.
but as far as the character of Captain Marvel, who has like the cosmic punch of a nuclear warhead, yeah, cool. What are we doing?
Or
though?
you could have a lasso that tells the truth.
Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every song along you hear?
Dance.
What?
I'd probably be skinny. We'd probably get skinny fast.
Why are you sweating so much? I don't know. Don't play that song again.
Please don't hit
Please
play.
don't play that song. 'Cause I'm happy.
Would you rather find
Yet again, going for the...
Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year? That's easy.
Does that mean you wouldn't be in love
What if
with the
I'm
person you
already
love?
in
Yeah.
true love?
Well, then if you're already in true love, you're fine. If you're not, I'm so sorry.
This sucks.
So if I pick the lottery, then the love ends?
No, it
No,
just
then
says,
the other
would you rather
love
find
begins.
true love today?
Okay.
And that would suck if it's not the person you're currently with. You farted, you man.
I did, yes.
Because you lifted up on that one.
I goof.
Because yeah, would you rather find true love today? So hopefully you're married to your true love. If not, that would be awkward.
So yeah, lottery for me.
Or win the lottery in a year, next year.
Lottery.
I'd go lottery.
I'd go lottery.
While I want love, I'd rather have the money. The money would serve me more right now.
Indeed.
Yeah, but
Definitely
what's
make
more
it
important,
easier.
your wallet or your heart?
Wallet.
There you go.
I'll find things that make me happy.
Huh?
If I'm rich like that, I'll get someone.
Yeah, but it ain't being real.
That's fine.
You never know if it's going to be real.
That's fine.
Why did this conversation get so deep all of a sudden?
Just it is what it is.
That's fine for now.
All right.
I'm not. Yeah.
Goddamn Hugh Hefner over here.
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade? I'd rather be in jail for 5 years.
Right?
I don't know.
Actually, I'd probably lose a lot of weight.
In the coma?
I'd be in a coma because
But
I
then you
wake
just
up.
lose that.
But
But my thing is, 5 years you're only losing 5 years. Coma, you're losing 10
But the
years.
thing is, you're losing that in an instant for you.
Yeah, you wake.
That is
You're
true.
down. You wake up. Unless you have like fever dreams. I probably have like.
Do you think that people that are comatose have dreams like that? Like you're stuck in like Narnia in your head.
So
until you wake
it's
up?
like when you think about it. Let's say you get in a motorcycle accident and you're out, and then you just wake up and it's like it's 10 years later. That would mind fuck me. Like
well,
nah.
I mean, that's why people like they're always portrayed as having like
Oh,
panic
that was
attacks
easy.
and shit.
Because
like
time goes differently in the dream realm.
Moving on, because y'all getting too deep with it. Would you rather have another 10 years with your partner or a one-night stand with your celebrity crush?
10 years.
Considering I'm single, I'd rather have the one-night stand. Because I don't have a partner, so I
I'll
can't
go
have
with
another,
10 years.
I can't have another 10 years because
I take 10 years.
it's going to be my hand. Like, what am I doing? You know what I mean?
He's never
I don't want to disappoint my celebrity crush because then I'll never get that back.
Yeah.
Because at
Would you
least in
rather-
your dreams you slam it.
Chronically, would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed? You'd always have to go overdressed.
I'm always underdressed anyway.
Underdressed.
But you'd have to go overdressed. Because like, what if you're going to a movie premiere? I'd rather be overdressed.
I don't know.
I think it's always better to be overdressed than underdressed.
I think I could go with like the whole Trey Parker thing and just like wear a dress.
Because we
You
need
do
to
well
work
with
on
it.
y'all's.
I think I would.
We need to work on y'all's fashion.
You know what? Listen.
We need to work on your inability to understand that we like how we dress, motherfucker.
I really don't. I just don't give enough of a shit.
Oh my god
You
damn.
need to.
Man.
He gets real tense with it.
I just want y'all, cause I know with dressing, it's more than just the way you look on. Because like when you dress nice and you look good, it makes you more confident. It makes you happier.
But here's the thing. With extreme social anxiety comes the not a single
If
chance.
you look good, then you might not be as bad.
You saying I don't look good.
And another thing is, I'm also tired of being the best dressed whenever I go out with people.
Then you're gonna get pissed at them though. It's like I should have wore this.
Like I'll go out looking all nice, and you show up in like flip flops. I'm like, all right, man.
I wore those on purpose just to mess with you today.
He's too competitive. Next one.
Would you rather have everyone you know? This one's an easy one for me. Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history?
Internet
Oh
history.
Jesus Christ!
Internet history.
Have access because I delete that shit on the regular.
I don't, but I don't care.
What if you couldn't delete it? You had to leave it.
Well, it
be?
doesn't specify that.
I'm adding
Even
the
if I had-
stipulation.
Yeah, see my internet.
Because the things you think, I would not want nothing to do with.
I
Me
don't know.
neither.
My
Me
brain
neither.
goes.
My
Because I
internet
have to go
history.
internet.
One day someone-
My internet history is not that bad
Oh yeah.
Mine is.
because I don't really watch porn. So like, you're not gonna find anything.
Well, it's not
there.
even just like if you dive into a rabbit hole.
Because I can use my own thoughts. Or a picture.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
I can't do a picture. I
You
can't,
can't do a picture?
Well, I got videos too.
Yes, I can. But oh yeah, the
Celebrity crush #1, go.
son of a bitch. You put me on the spot now. I can't
Yep.
think of it.
Everybody has a list.
Oh, Emily Blunt's on there, but I don't think she's #1.
This one is nice.
Go for it.
I'd say Tom Holland. And I'd say no. Oh, I know who it is. Oh,
I don't know.
I have to go Emma Stone. I absolutely love Emma Stone.
really?
I
She
am
said one
in love
time.
with her.
She said one time on a mean tweet that someone said she smells like cat piss. Now I can't stop thinking about her smelling like cat piss.
I could give a shit.
Really?
I could
That wouldn't be a
yeah.
turn off for you?
I could
Why do
go
you smell
past
like
it.
cat piss?
Don't give a fuck.
It is what it is. Salma Hayek.
What's her name?
She's 50-something years old, still looks good.
What's her name from
Charlize
Pitch
Theron.
Perfect?
Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick. That's it's right there. Anna
Jessica
Kendrick.
Alba.
Hmm.
Zendaya. Oh, wait, so you talking about my #1 celebrity crush? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't feel Zendaya like that though.
I like Charlize Theron only because movies like Atomic Blonde and shit like that. I feel like that'd be fun.
She was a bad bitch in Tom Blonde. Tom Blonde was a good ass movie.
I feel like she's fucking
That's like
dope.
the female version of John Wick. Or Mad Max. Furiosa.
Shakira.
Those hips don't lie.
Hips don't lie.
Next.
I need him to look up.
Haley Steinfeld.
Steinfeld.
Because she's an amazing singer.
Now I can't think of his.
I want to know. What are we talking about?
Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' wife. She's hot.
Ryan Reynolds.
I don't get everyone's obsession with Ryan Reynolds.
Keira Knightley.
Because he's everything that every man wants to be.
Yeah.
Many a time. You don't know who that is?
No.
Kate Beckinsale. That leather outfit she wears in Underworld.
Pete Davidson dated her too.
Yeah, I don't understand him.
I don't know how he does it. It has to be like, oh, he just makes me laugh.
That's just gotta be
That
or
one.
he's packing. Well, he said it wasn't that
There
big.
was a whole song about it.
Yeah, but he said it was because he said Ariana said it was huge, and he was like Ariana just has little hands. He said
That
Ari-
special
he
was
said
hilarious.
Ariana probably just said that so that way any woman I'm with next is like, well,
They're just disappointed.
Cecily Strong.
but Kate Beckinsale though, especially in
Haley
Underworld.
Williams.
Mm.
You know who that is?
I know the name. I can't put
Lead
a face
singer
on
of
it.
Paramore.
Haley Steinfeld. From Hawkeye.
Maria Brink.
Don't know who that is.
Nope. Couldn't tell you.
Oh, in this moment,
Gina Gershon.
you don't even know the band in this moment.
No, the first thought I had was from this moment. That's it.
It's all in me. Maria Brink, yeah, bitch.
No one knows who that is. He's not going to explain who it is.
He's stuck in the screen.
He's not
now.
going to explain who it is.
Nope.
She's the lead singer for In This Moment.
I don't know.
Who's the band?
In This Moment.
What's this
What's her
name?
name? The lead singer of Evanescence.
Oh,
Amy
Lee.
Oh,
'Cause I'm broken when I'm lonesome and I don't feel right 'cause I'm strong enough.
That's
I
not-
don't care.
That's not an Evanescence song.
I don't. It's
It's Remedy.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Broken?
She did that song with that guy from Seether.
I know. That's the name of the
I
song. Was
didn't.
Remedy.
No, it's not. It's Broken. Remedy is a Seether song.
we have internet access. Let's test this out and see who's right.
I'm good.
Everybody in
'Cause
the
it was on-
comments, go ahead and leave which song you think it is.
It was this. You put your foot on top of my foot, and then I make a foot saying what.
Stop!
Because it was on the Punisher soundtrack from 2004.
Citing sources over here.
Yeah, well, I had the CD. I also had John Cena's first rap album.
Whenever you tilt the album, does it go like this? Just
No, sadly no.
That'd be hilarious.
2005 was a weird year.
I think I was. Let me see. I was in middle school.
I met you late at night at a party.
Because I started watching wrestling
Brooklyn Loft.
in 2004.
By the bathroom, you said let's talk, but my confidence is wearing off.
Why do you do that? You
I like that you're
somebody's
broken
and you just
like
start
me.
talking.
That's the broken lyrics.
No, it's not.
It's not the right broken. I just said broken lyrics. And,
You literally just started saying a broken song. Just type in Amy Lee Broken.
but it's not Amy Lee's song.
It's not. No one said it was Amy Lee's song. She sings in it.
I know. It's a Seether song. Because they have two. They have one with her and one without her.
The best one's the one with her.
I agree. Wholeheartedly. Yeah, it's called Broken.
God forbid.
Maybe it's on the Remedy album. Why was Remedy stuck in my head so much?
Victory!
I was wrong.
Because that's a Seether. Because Seether did a song called Remedy. And the sad reason I know that is because it was a theme song for SummerSlam 2005.
Because also,
I don't care. I love wrestling.
Careless Whisper by Seether is far superior than Simon & Garfunkel.
Can you
That's not Summer.
shut
Wham.
the fuck?
Wham. It's better than Wham.
It's George Michael. It's not Wham.
I know.
I feel like we've touched a nerve.
Oh my
Because
god.
I deliberately say things
'Cause
wrong
he's-
because it makes them
Because
mad.
it says it. Because he knows. Like, okay, so, and don't interrupt me. Just let me finish the sentence.
Oh, I
The
gotta-
Sound of Silence. I like the Simon and Garfunkel, the original version, more than the Disturbed version.
That's our version so much better.
And no, it's not. It's a matter of opinion.
You're right.
Like you don't.
They're both really good, but I would have
Opinions
to
are
pick
like
the Disturbed
orgasms.
one.
Mine's the only one that matters.
Except you both have to clean up after.
But I'm a gentleman. They always finish first. Sometimes multiple times. Anywho, it's almost been an hour and 20 minutes.
See you next Tuesday.
You will. Think you'll see me tomorrow too.
I'm aware.
Sugar honey iced tea. All right. So, any last words before we wrap this up and end it? Because I'm like y'all bitches. I gotta go to work.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Eric,
Thank you for joining us again.
thank you for joining.
It's been a pleasure as always.
We'll have you again next week because of our plans.
Please watch Daddy's Pirates every Sunday night at 9 p.m.
So basically, at this point, you're going to become a series regular.
Sounds fun. Like, I really don't have much else to say.
What? Plug your show.
You already did the
All right, everybody. This is signing off for Alex. Stay sexy.
Just suggesting, stay classy. You can be sexy, but keep it classy.
What's wrong with being sexy and classy?
That's what I'm saying. Be sexy, but keep it classy. Like you can be sexy and classy.